this is Jillian Carmichael, real estate agent for Northern Virginia, and I wanted to just come on here and talk a little bit about moving, but specifically moving with children. So I've moved a couple of times, and I have moved with children, I've moved with animals, I've moved by myself, and every move has brought a level of excitement and a level of stress and a level of I never want to do this again. Today, I just really want to delve into moving with children. When you are moving, you as an adult struggle with the fact that your house is in disarray. You've got stuff in boxes, you've got stuff you haven't ready to pack, you're going through. If you have a husband like mine where he's got like 17 of the same hammers and 15 rolls of tape, and you're like, wow, I did not know I married a hoarder, right? I'm just joking, but a little bit tongue in cheek there, I should say. But the point is that you end up, you're tired, you're exhausted, nothing, you can't find anything. Like, these are all the emotions as an adult you're going through. Plus, then you add the excitement of like, oh, I want to buy this for my house, and oh, I'm so excited to get this and go shopping and do all of the things, right? Then throw in children, and they're moving from one place where they either have good friends, they're familiar with the neighborhood, they know what the color of their front door is, they know their school, all of the things that they're used to, their comforts, if you will. And all of a sudden, they feel like, oh, I'm getting uprooted and I'm moving. And some of it's excitement, some of it they're anxious about, some of it you just don't know. And I guess really what brought this more to the front for me was I recently had a closing, and they were moving with two young children, and the eldest of the two was going to have to change schools, and they were going from like a smaller room that could fit, like her bedroom could fit a twin bed, to going to a room that could fit like a queen bed. And that space, how does that feel to that child? You know, they're excited about the paint colors and what they can do, but then also this nice little cozy warm space that they had is now going to be gone, and they're going to be in this big cool space that they're going to get used to. But those initial first nights, they're going to be listening to different sounds of the house. Maybe their parents are a little bit further apart than what they're used to. Maybe the smell of the house is different, the feel of the house, because it's bigger or it's smaller, or maybe you were on, like, I don't know, a dirt road in kind of the middle of nowhere, and now you're in like the city and you've got fire drills going, not fire drills, fire engines, fire trucks, or you've got like a busy road or whatever. All of these new sounds, these new smells, they're going to be in overdrive. Are they going to find friends there? What are the neighbors are going to be like? And even though you as an adult may have these like, oh, what's that noise? Oh, like, what's that? Must your kid be going through? And I think some of the great ways to get over this is just to have an open conversation where you're tailored to that child, right? One of my kids is super easygoing. Like, he's just like, okay, cool, that sounds good, we're moving, great. But still, I like talking through, like, hey, do you have any fears, any concerns, just so he feels heard. My other kid is like, hey, what is happening? What is the routine? And they will definitely feed off of your emotions, right? So for my husband and I, we often have to, when we're moving with him, and then when this family was moving with their children, it's about talking them through. It's about having the books and the resources, and having people that they are familiar with on the outside, like if you've got family close by, to be able to talk to them, being like, hey, this is really exciting, but hey, I also understand that this can be a bit scary. Tell me how you're feeling. Then you can attack that. You can understand where they're at. And there are books at the library. There are books that you can buy online, books on Amazon. There are different things that you can do to help your child understand what is happening, how excited you are, but how you understand that this is a big change for them. and just explain, maybe driving them around the area. That was helpful. Hey, do you know, like, if you're moving to the same area but maybe a bigger house, hey, did you know that this is how far you are from this friend and this friend and this friend, which is what we did for our child. Other people that are moving to completely different neighborhoods, like they're going from Ashburn to Aldi, or from Lovettsville to Reston, right? You're maybe showing them different, hey, here's a really cool library, here's a really cool playground, or things that are of interest to them. I had some people that were moving closer to be with their, to be closer to their church, or their like private school that they were going to. So like, hey, let's see some of the things that you're familiar with. And again, if you can't pull on that, if you don't have the opportunity to do that, you can pull up different places. Hey, this is really cool. Once all of our stuff is here, we're going to go to this place together. We're going to go visit here. This is a really cool place to eat, because you know your kid likes pizza or wings or whatever it is, so that you can create a positive association with where they're moving to. Is it easy? Absolutely not. Because you're exhausted and you're tired, and unfortunately that's parenthood, no matter how you look at it. But it's amplified because you're moving, because your life is in boxes. So I guess I just wanted to say it is normal. Your kids are probably going to go through some type of emotion, and they can speak to, I spoke to the kids myself, like my clients' children's that are moving, like, hey, this is really cool, this is what you're doing, or helping the families, showing where other resources are, or even sometimes suggesting, like, hey, do you have like a, on actual moving day, maybe the kids are not there and you're able to put them with a sitter or put them with family, so that they can just be, they're not watching the moving truck coming and taking their stuff, because you know as a parent that's just probably going to be so overwhelming for them. Other kids, they need to see that. They need to see what's happening, that their stuff is coming from one house, they can see it coming to the truck, and they can see it going to where it's going to next. So I think that as we plan, when you are planning a move, there is other things. Yes, you need to get pre-qualified. Yes, we need to find locations. Yes, we need to find the non-negotiables, all of these things. But we also need to talk about how we're going to help the children transition from one place to another.